Hi people, welcome. Today I want to do a little bit of a rundown on an MT4 and an MT5 account. What reasons being is there's a few people that want to know what the drawdown is on their overall trading on their accounts. Now there's a couple of people that have asked about this very video. So this is very video I'm going to be doing, which is available inside Darren's Trading Academy. But for a short time only, I'm going to be allowing people to actually look at this on YouTube as well. Okay, so it's going to give you quite a bit of information which is going to help you if you want to understand certain criteria inside your performance on your trading. Okay, so you can see with this one, we're working on this one at the moment. Okay, you can see that this is a white Darwin. This means it's an MT5 account. You also see that this particular account I started with 100k. It's now at 157,000, which is great because it means this is in profit. Okay, this is another one of my accounts which is slowly growing into profit. If we go over here, this one might be the next one. Hang on. This one is my account one. You can see this is gold, okay, and you can see at the moment this one is working really well, okay, and I'm going to show you very shortly how we can monitor these things. Okay, so if we go to allocation, let's take that off a minute. Let's go to allocation. I just want to show you that this one's in profit. Okay, you'll see that the progress to my 100k permanent allocation now is nice, if that's 100%, but we will find out very shortly. Just let this load up. Just going to refresh it. It's around about 61%. This is just where it's froze, so we're going to see this shortly. There we go. So it's at 53.21% now, okay? This is what I expect because I had a few trades that I left for a few days, and it does have a little bit of an effect on the bounce when you get up and down in profit, okay? I'm still well in profit with inside my account. We move over to my Darwin, which will be here, okay? And we go here. See if I can find it. Okay, this is this one here. Let's have a little look. Go back to trade. And you'll see that I started with 100k. See, I'm at 594,000. Nearly hit 600,000 on this account. Just shy of 6 grand away. You see that I'm in drawdown at the moment of 18,000. But what you got to remember is that this is because gold, okay, is hit its all-time high. USDCAD is activated. Okay, these are the bots that I use on this, and what will happen is as it falls down, USDCAD will buy, and that's why it's locked itself in to a certain point. So I'll probably be around about 600k probably within the next week or so. Okay, just by using this one bot. Now what I wanted to show you, okay, was a few things that's going to make this life a little bit easier for you. Okay, so for argument's sake, if you wanted to see what USDCAD has done, okay, what you want to do is you want to go to history, and now we've got history, okay, and then what you want to do is you want to go to symbol, right mouse click on symbol, and if you go to symbols, which is right here, okay, and then choose the symbol that you want to look at, okay, so USDCAD for instance, right, so we're just going to click on this link here, and you'll see now this will show the whole history, just USDCAD. So providing, you see there's quite a bit of drawdown on that one, but you'll see that providing I've got more, it shows that profit is 20,991. Okay, so it shows that with the USDCAD bot, I've actually done £20,991 in profit. Okay, there's the balance, there's the profit. Okay, so this is just showing you. Now, there's some other things that you can do here, which is great because it's got some great tools here. Okay, and I'm going to just go over these very quickly. One of them which you can do, okay, is if you go back to the symbol, right mouse click, let's just move this up. If you click on report and then click overview, this is going to open up a report of all of your trades, okay? And this will give you some idea. It will give you a drawdown. It will show you the profit and loss factor, etc. And it's going to give you an idea of when you were trading, when your trades worked, when they didn't, your max drawdown, your max deposit, your recovery factor, profit factor, Sharpe ratio, okay, equity and balance. So you'll see at the moment that my gross profit is showing 719,094k. Okay, my gross loss is 159,991. Okay, so if I go to my growth, it's going to give you. Let's just move this up. Now remember, it's very, very easy to do. We've got to remember, I've shown you how to do this, so I'm going to show you again just in case you haven't paid attention. All right, but you'll see that this is actually giving you the equity and the balance of your account. So if we scroll down now, you'll see that it also tells you the dates, which are right here, and it also gives you what my projects are and what I've done over the months. So you'll see, for argument's sake, that May was probably one of my best times. Oh, actually, no, that's not entirely true. September was 42,650, 65k. This one here is 4615. This one here in March, okay, which is 2025, 104,000, right? So this was my best time, and this was last month, okay. And I was doing some manual trades, and this just shows you. And what it also shows, it shows you the point of your growth factor. Okay, you can see that this is going up, you see it's going down, it's going back up. It's showing my balance and my equity and my growth. Okay, now if we click on this, you see that we get drawdown. Shows that my whole account has a drawdown of 12%, and my growth is 494%. Okay, this is very handy because it just gives you a little bit of an idea of how and you know how it's going. So if we go to profit loss, it's going to give you a more detailed report, and you can see here that we've got this system here like so. So it's going to show you Monday, Tuesday, so it's giving you an idea of when we're in profit and when we're in loss. Okay, so you can see that this was done by a robot and this was manual. So you can see that my manual trades outweighs the bot. Okay, however, the bot maintains quite good growth. Okay, remember this is my account one, right? So I don't want to confuse people. Now if we go to the long and short, it's going to show you the profit and loss within inside the long and short. And what this is going to do is this is going to help you to finalize when to be in the market and out of the market using the table. Okay, so you see that this one here, blue is long, red is short. Okay, and manual trading again, and if we go to symbols, this is going to give us a rundown of everything that we're trading. So you can see that, as I showed you, USDCAD made 17,258, EuroCAD made 3,765, CAD JPY made 3,720, and AUDCAD made $352. Okay. However, my manual trade 496,378 of my XAU USD, and it gives you the commodities, it gives you the XAU and the manual trading. Okay, so if we go up here, we scroll this down, you'll see it gives everything that you need. Okay, and what's really good about this is that you get some people say, well, if I've got a bot that's running, what is my drawdown on that bot? Okay, well, you can actually look at it, because if you go to risk, it's going to give you your best trade, which is this one here, the worst trade, the max consecutive wins, the max consecutive losses, and if we're in drawdown now. Okay, this is drawdown. So if we scroll down here, it's going to give us minus and plus in our percentage. Okay, and this is working on our max profit, average loss, and MAE, which is overall with max DD. Okay, and you see that if you hover across these, it's going to give us the max DD. So it's showing us 14% drawdown on this one. Okay, and if we work up to here, you'll see that the actual drawdown in comparison isn't too bad, right? 2%. But this was in 2025. Okay, so this is this month. That's probably why. It's because by the end of the month it's probably going to go up a little bit more. But you can see that you can get some great results just by doing this, right? If you go to see, look, drawdown 3.1%. Okay, and then when you found your chart, you can click on this button here. It will allow you to download it, and it will download it into a file. Let's go over here, quick access. It would download it into a PDF. Just let this load up. Somewhere, he said. Yeah, I'll tell you why. It's because it's on the server. That's why. Yeah, so if I go here, downloads, and you'll see that there will be a PDF file somewhere in here. It's because it's loaded it into the server. That's the reason why. So with this particular one, I haven't actually downloaded it yet. It's only on the 157,000, which is my account 2. Okay, so if we go back to my account 2, which is this one, and now we go here, and we go here to download. Should be in here. If not, I'll show you how to do it. Right, I'm going to close this down. So for argument's sake, right, we've got XAG USD here, right, and I'm using the Black Wolf EA. If I want to see how this is working, I think you can click basically anywhere for this. You just click right mouse click and open up, and then go to now let's do that again. So let's go back here. So let's go to history. Okay, so it's showing the history. Okay, and then what we want to do is just hover on the symbol, right mouse click, go to report, and click overview. This is going to give us an overview of the account, and this is giving us the profit loss, long, short, symbols, etc. Okay, so we should be able to work out roughly what these accounts are doing. Now, if we want to download, you just click on this button here, like so, and you save as PDF. It's going to open up a box like so, and what you want to do is if we click in download and now click save, and now we close this, okay, and then if we go into here, there's the report. Okay, so what we do now is we just double click on this. It should open it up. There we go, and this is your report. So what you can do now is you can actually look at this, okay, and you can see roughly what this is doing. So you'll see that we've just got to wait for this to refresh. Here we go. So we've got long and short. Darren's trading. You can see here. You can see that my gain is 57.6%. My trading activity is 89.72. Started with a 100k account on MT5. You can see that the trading bots, okay, and you can see the long trades, and you can see these trades down here, which is giving us an averaging. So you can see that the long and shorts, and you can get an idea of what to look for. Okay, so if we scroll through here, and we were looking at XAG USD, or this one's important, USDMXN, because this is my secret weapon, and you'll see that XAG USD, which is this one here, you'll see that it's not earning a lot of money at the moment. It's 0.634%, okay? But if we look at the USD Mixon, this is making about 30%. And if we scroll down a little bit more, we would then be able to work out our balance, deposit load, drawdown. This is our drawdown. So you can see we've got 0 drawdown on this one, right? Because it's almost equalized itself out. You've got a gain, so it's just showing you everything here that you need to know. So this account is really working well because we've got best trades, worst trade, which is roughly similar the same, right? It's nearly enough the same. And then we've got max consecutive wins, which is 106, max losses, which is 26, and then max consecutive profit and max loss, okay? And if we go here, it will give you the times and dates, etc. here as well. Okay, now all you've got to remember is when you download this, it's not obviously going to be interactive as it would be if you was on the account. Because if you're on this account, go to symbol, right mouse click and click report, like that, and then overview. In fact, you can put Alt and E, okay? It's going to give you more of an interactive report for you to look at. So you'll see that if we look here, balance and growth, you see it's telling us trades per week, average hold time 9 hours and 37 minutes. So all this information is going to help us to customize our trades and to be that much more reliable in actually getting our actual trades in a win and in a loss factor by studying these deals, okay, these actual charts. And you see this is the same as this one, right? So with a drawdown, you can see that the drawdown down here was quite low. It was about 17% drawdown. But what's happened is where I've left these bots just to do what they like and the account has slowly got into profit, it's equalized itself out, and you're now in a position where this will go up as opposed to go down, because my bots that I'm using are tried and tested and they are working exceedingly well, as you can see, right? Okay, so let's just see if we can do the same on the MT4. That was the MT5. Now we're going to have a look at the MT4. Now with a Darwin MT4 account, you see it goes blue, and you see I've just pushed this just where it's a bit slow, so let's go back and do that. It's going to go back again. It's me being impatient. Right, do it again. Here we go. Right, you can see I'm running the Alien Matrix fix here, the ICT Silver Bullet EA, which is taking a trade on silver. Okay, it's just hit a certain point. Now what we want to be interested in on this very bit is we want to be looking at the history. Let's move this down here. We're in account history. We want to go to symbol, we're going to right mouse click, and we're going to see if we can get any information. Okay, so it says here save as detailed report or save as report, right? So let's go to detailed report. And it's asking me to save as. Let's just get this over here. Move out of the way. So this is HTML platform. So let's just put, just so I can save it, DAS, and we're just going to save this. Okay, just going to go. It's now asking me I want to open it up, so we're going to use Google Chrome. See if we can open up this report. Here we go. So this now is giving us a detailed report. Okay, now it's not quite as how it's going to be tough for us to actually copy this and to break this down, right? I mean, the only way I would know is that if you go back to here, It's not that one, it's this one. Right, back to this one. If we look here, we should be able to break down this, right? So we should be able to see what the actual chart is doing. So if we click on symbol, right mouse click, you've got an all history, last 3 months, custom period. Remember, this will save detailed report. Okay, now let's see if we can save as report. Let's see what difference that's going to give us. And it's just basically going to give us a statement. So if we just put DAS statement save, there we go. It's just basically going to give us exactly the same as what we've got before. So the only difference is now, if we want, we can grab this, right? So we can grab this like this. And we could put this into an Excel sheet. So now I'm not going to do that, but I'm just giving you a demonstration of what you can do, okay? And then what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to use the filter to take out the Euro GPY or the AUD JPY, which is the Australian against the yen, and you'll be able to thin it out on how you want to do that, okay? Now it basically does do a bit of this anyway, okay, because you can see, look, the price, XAU, this one here was XAG USD, okay, and it's given us a profit, floating profit, and the margin and everything else on here, okay, closed balance of what it all is. So it's just giving you a few tools here that you can use to help you, and hopefully you'll be able to work out what your drawdown is. Now it's just a shame that we haven't got that same thing that we got on MT5 as we've got on actual MT4. MT4 is an older platform, so it's not going to have the same information that you're going to get with inside MT5. MT5 is newer, and obviously it's got a lot more stuff that you can do with this, okay? I do know that if you click on file, just start looking around, you could even ask the question, okay, of whether or not you want to see any information. What you could do is actually ask them. I mean, you've got strategy tester, so it could come up in the strategy tester when you do a test on USDCAD, and then you've got insert. We're just going through these quickly. You can see when I put the camera on, it really slows this system down. And you can see that this is the indicators, the chart. So just have one quick look on the chart. Here's time frames, objects, volumes. And it's going to give you information that you can start to use if you need it, right? And then tools. We click on tools. You've got options, global variables, history center. You know, there's lots and lots of stuff here. If you look in tools, properties, charts, properties, help. If you go to the help file, you might be able to get some information on the help file, which is going to allow you, or you could talk to a forum and see if anyone else has found an easier way of extracting this information. I mean, because you can actually just drag across, I think, with these and grab it anyway, but the way I've shown you is probably the easiest way to do that. You can see, look, you can create save report, custom period, auto arrange, you know, so you've got a few things that you can do with this. You are limited with the MT4 account. The MT5 account I tend to work with is a lot better for giving you a balance, etc., of everything which is going on. And with this, it shows you the drawdown, which is 3.1%. You know, and it's just going to give you that much more information, if you like, that you require, especially if you're working on prop firms. This is going to be really, really handy because it's going to give you lots and lots of ways to actually look into it and check out what what you need to do. Did your actual trades work well? Did they not work well? And this is what's really going to help you on that side of it. Okay, so we're going to draw this to a close now anyway, but you can see, look, USDCAD here. If we went here and clicked on symbol, right mouse click, and we go up to symbols, and say for instance, say, okay, let's use a XAG USD, click on here, see that we're in a loss of $7.50. And if we click on here again, and we go back up to symbols, and say for instance, okay, then let's try USD JPY, right? Now we're in a profit of £134.50. So it's handy, right? Because it's going to give you an idea whether or not the bots are working or not, especially if you've got a bot that's solely working on USD JPY and you think to yourself, is it actually making me profit? How do I know it's making me profit? Well, I'm showing you. Okay, this is USDCAD. You see, if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, this has made 20,991. Okay, so this is showing you that USDCAD has made profit. This is the precision bot. Okay, and if we go to my favorite one, which is gold, let's go to gold, XAU USD, click on here. Okay, now if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see that this has made 554,360. Okay, so this is the majority of what I've made through gold. Okay, you can see that the last you can see that the gold 7,000, 3,000, 4,000. So you can see that I heavily trade gold, and that works really, really well for me by using known support and resistance lines. Okay, I'll show you just quickly what I mean by that. It's quite important. Is you'll see here, this is a drawing here, okay, and you see that all these lines are where I've got into the market and out of the market. Okay, so you can see we've got a nice long move up here. Okay, what I'm hoping that this is going to bounce off this support and it's going to come down, it's going to retest this, okay, or round about this sort of thing, and it will probably bounce back up again, and then it will probably reconsolidate. This is what I reckon, just by looking at this, is what's going to happen. Okay, this is the reason why my trades at the moment, USDCAD, are in heavy drawdown, is because the bot is working out that this is not going to go up. It could still go up, and I'm not too worried if it does, because where I'm using the Darwin X0 account, it's drawdown proof, so I don't have to worry if I hit over 10%, I'm going to lose my account. It does affect my performance fee, and my performance fee at the moment is £500 that I get in May, and that can go up and down. Okay, that all varies depending on what account I'm running. I've got 5 accounts at the moment. I've got 2 accounts that have hit profit, and I've got my 3rd account which I'm working on as well. Okay, which is all working out really, really well. Okay, so hopefully this video is going to give you a little bit of an insight of what you can do. I've showed you now that you can use this for testing out your symbols. Okay, I've also shown you how you can actually have a look at it on the MT4 account and the MT5 account, how you can copy your MT4 information and put it into an Excel sheet, and then you could use a filter to take out those trades or delete those trades and just leave those trades in. I know it's a long and laborious way. Incidentally, I will be bringing out a spreadsheet soon, Excel, which is included inside Darren's Trading Academy, which will be able to monitor all your trades, etc., and give you the drawdown that you require and show you inside that as well. All you need to do is manually make sure that you add every single trade that you take for it to work correctly. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so hopefully you've got an idea now of what I was talking about. All the very best until my next video. Thank you. Bye now.